In the headlines, Cần Thơ City launches the month of action for children in 2022. The oath-taking ceremony for new soldiers in 2022 was held by Infantry Regiment No. 932. The Farmers' Fruit Fair of Phong Điền District was held for the first time ever at the district square. Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News, the English news program of Cần Thơ radio and television station and top news today. On the first day of June, Cần Thơ Department of Labour, Invalids and Social Affairs, in coordination with Cần Thơ City Youth Union, launched the Month of Action for Children in 2022 with the theme of joining hands to protect children and raising your voice for the prevention and fight against abuse and violence against children. The Month of Action for Children takes place from June 1st to June 30th, with various activities being held, like the Children's Forum, workshops on child abuse prevention and combat, the mitigation of accidents and injuries for children, the handover of entertainment activities and summer camp activities for children. At the same time, support and care efforts for children in extremely difficult circumstances or the ones in poor and near poor households shall be promoted. Delivering a speech at the launching ceremony, Standing Vice Secretary of the Municipal Party Committee cum Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiếu, wished for the joint efforts of departments and sectors in implementing childcare activities, investing in the construction of entertainment sites for children, effectively promoting the functions of existing cultural institutions, and investing in building and renovating youth centers and children houses in the districts. Moreover, life skill training or the integration of that into extracurriculum programs at school should be regularly organized, equipping children with basic knowledge on children's rights and life skills. During the launching ceremony, the organizing board offered 30 bicycles and 4 life insurance contracts to disadvantaged students in the districts of Thời, Cờ Đỏ and Vĩnh Thành. Previously, all the localities in Cần Thơ City also held the launching ceremonies for the Month of Action for Children in 2022. For the Month of Action for Children this year, Bến Thủy District will promote publicity work on the importance of child protection and care, mobilize resources to organize many practical and effective activities to help children in difficult circumstances and poor children who overcome difficulties to do well in school, and children affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, in Phong Điền District, leaders of the District People's Committee expect all departments, agencies and organizations to give the best to children and well coordinate with schools and families, authorities, organizations and unions in the management, supervision and guidance in children's play. At the People's Committee of Phú Thứ Ward, the first unit in Cái Răng District to organize the launching ceremony of the Month of Action for Children, the People's Committee of the Ward presented 214 gifts to disadvantaged children. The oath-taking ceremony for new soldiers in 2022 was held by Infantry Regiment No. 932 on the morning of June 1st. Attending the functions was Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Chương, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Thành Đông, along with leaders of concerned departments, agencies and units. Seriously implementing the Combat Training Command in 2022 of the Chief of General Staff, Military Zone High Command, and the city's Military Command, Infantry Regiment No. 932 has completed the content and period for training new soldiers as stipulated. Education and training was carried out so that new soldiers possess right perceptions and are absolutely loyal to the revolutionary cause of the party. They also have good strength, discipline, conduct, and have good command over combat tools and techniques. No disciplinary violation was recorded during training. The general training outcome was ranked very good and safety was absolutely ensured. Delivering a speech at the ceremony, Deputy Commander of the city's military command, Senior Colonel Nguyễn Thanh Mỹ, asked the new soldiers to continue to promote the self-reliant spirit, overcome the difficulties and challenges, be innovative in mission implementation, promoting the precious values of the Uncohol soldiers, of revolutionary soldiers, among other tasks to well accomplish their assigned missions. Also on June 1st, Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Tấn Hiển received a delegation of the Fulbright School of Public Policy and Management of Fulbright University, Vietnam. The Fulbright School of Public Policy and Management is implementing a project of natural resources management with the Mekong Delta region being one of the key research areas. The project aims at identifying the most significant challenges that the area is facing, thereby developing solutions based on scientific evidence. The project will motivate the school to research, hold policy dialogues, and provide training programs to enhance the capabilities of partners at home and abroad on urgent environmental problems and public policies in the Mekong Delta. The priorities of the project include agricultural transformation, energy policies, air pollution and community welfare, climate change and transnational cooperation. Field trips to certain localities in the Mekong Delta are among the project's framework. Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Dung Hiển informed the delegation on some projects that Cần Thơ City has been implementing related to environment, natural resources and climate change adaptation, like the project of developing Cần Thơ City and enhancing urban resilience, sponsored by World Bank. The city is also investing in the surrounding embankment system and the anti-flooding sewage system. Both sides have discussed multiple socio-economic and environmental issues of Cần Thơ City, including solutions to adapt to climate change in Cần Thơ City and the implementation of Resolution number 120 of the government, among others. Moving on with other news. The Farmers' Fruit Fair of Phong Điền District was held for the first time ever on June 1st at the district square. The fair attracts dozens of farmers, cooperation groups and agricultural cooperatives coming to introduce the most special fruits of the locality. The fruit fair features 34 booths with vendors being farmers and representatives of cooperation groups and agricultural cooperatives in the 7 communes and towns of Phong Điền District. Coming to the fair, visitors can look at and enjoy many fruit specialties, including durians, Burmese grapes, rambutans, mangosteens, mangoes and jackfruits, among others. Most of the fruits were produced towards the Vietgap standards. In addition to the exhibition booths introducing the fruit delights, the organizing board dedicated a space for displaying high-quality breeds of fruit trees. In the 3 days of the fair, various activities are also held, like the fruit displaying contest, the contest for folk cakes and traditional southwestern dishes, the contest for folk cakes and traditional southwestern cuisine, entertainment activities for kids, and đơn ca tài tử performances. The Ministry of Public Security, along with concerned ministries, agencies and commercial banks, is building the plan for the issuance of social security accounts so that people can receive government pension. The suggestions were made at the conference providing instructions on electronic payment in implementing social support policies. These accounts aim at reducing the volume of paperwork and ensure effective supervision. Citizens only need to memorize a single serial number for both personal identification and their social security account. In the future, this personal identification number can be associated with ID card numbers, tax codes, and many other documents. Citizens can also select the bank for their accounts. Vietnam Immigration Department has coordinated with competent agencies under the Public Security Ministry to launch the online service for the issuance of ordinary passports or the ones without electronic chips for Vietnamese citizens from the 1st of June. Accordingly, from the 1st of June, Vietnamese citizens can use their chip-based ID cards or their valid 12-digit ID cards to log in to the National Public Service Portal or the public portal of the Public Security Ministry to register for passport issuance and make online payment. Citizens can receive their passport by post or collect them at immigration offices when granted. Online registration for passport issuance will contribute to administrative reform and cut citizens' traveling costs. And now, before moving to the close, let's have a look at the update with the forecast. Updates on weather has also wrapped up this edition of Cần Thơ News. To rewatch our bulletins, you can log on to our website at kênthtv.vn. And now, thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.